Good Chief. We're back at it once again with Terror in the Void. Maybe. In No Man's Sky. Mine was busy yet relaxing. Went over to a friend's, recorded a battle report on the Monday for Age of Sigma. My interesting rules-wise between 40k and Age of Sigmar. And then Tuesday, got a little bit of hobbying in. I got another model finished and done. And then I've been working on the troops choices that I got with the... Sorry, feels much more natural. So, tonight... Aha! We got a Signatory Corps. Perfect. We're trying to do so. And we're getting rather close to it. We have to go back and begin. But I hope everyone's Wednesday day has been good. Mine has been good up to this point. As we get to put those together. And then we get to tests, most likely Friday. Floor by floor, level by level. Oh, there we are. And it'll be interesting. Yep, there we go. It's nearly complete. There's your sacrifice, not infinite mind to spill. Yielded. Oh, unmistakable. Interesting. Oh? We have to follow the call of the Void Egg. Well, and that's a little far away. We'll see what's up with that. Hopefully that on my system if this one, it's not into the next jump or two in destination, because we did carry ourselves around halfway across the galaxy just for this quest previously. Wait. Alright, and... It's a warp drive. What do we got here? Uno, dos. Okay. It looks like it ends here, I hope. But exciting news, everyone. Apparently, molto bene. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Starbirth. Yes. Follow the call of the Void Egg. Alright. Don't tell me. Okay. I'm not doing that. Quest. Yep. We've done the tests. Dang it. Inventory. Alright. Set. Those are all there. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. Still going the same route. That's bothering me. This is bothering me. It bothers me. Specific world. Examine the inventory to learn its requirements. Alright. Crackles with its own electric. Muscular, bionic pulp, touch, rhymes, sensitivity. Stirred void egg. Okay, when touched, conjures powerful inches of dust. Okay. You get it? No. Okay. A strange storm. Extreme storms. Okay. Alright. Let's hopefully go through this. It's looking, which I hope is soon-ish. Hopefully there's actual planets. in this one, otherwise it's going to be rather difficult. Done! So that Twitter piece that I grabbed will actually be worth a little bit. And terrible. Not entirely bad, and what I was crinkling was a bunch of Ritz crackers for snackies. Okay, planets. Come on. Flip, there we go. Active, Emerald, desert planet. Alright. As it is to find a planet. Alright, let's launch. Diving, and landing very nicely on a dusted planet. Hello, doggo. Very nice, doggo. Not going to hunt you. Cold. Oh, that's interesting to see at least. It's cold. Rather dark. What are you doing, Mr. Fishmonger? A dust-covered world and extreme storms. Okay. Oh, bother. That is... Granted, there hasn't been any extreme storms, so... Choking sandstorms. Unknown planets. System contacted, but, yeah. Left to be wondering, then. Planet we're on, which is a bothersome twat biddle of it all. But it can be done better. I chuckled to myself ever so slightly. Alright. And up and away we go. Looking for, but that's just fine. Doing all right. We're doing all right. Alright, and map. Alright. Sail. There will be consequences. Alright, and boop. Vortex seeks a specific world. Scalding planet. Alright. There, and I was hoping that it would allow us to go straight into the planet. Let us hope. There we go. No. We'll catch those birds later in a scan. Now we just have to see if extreme storms come about. Hopefully they do. Come on. Little shit. Ah, some strange bird. Alright. You say, why? But of course. And... yeah. As we're waiting for a storm to come by. It should be relatively common and come fairly quickly, but you never know. Important to be scanned, yes. Required, yes. Unconventional travel may be required. I can travel anywhere due to the upgrades I have put on my hyperdrive, so it makes it a little hard to feel like I need to adjust anything. Frankly, I don't. I don't need to. No. Hurry up and blast me with super heat. Wah, ah, ah. Haha! More dihydrogen for shipping off our frigates to make us... Ooh. Come on. Burn me. The storm of some kind blasted. That's a bloody plant. Monster. Explain. Explain! It's a... What are you... we're scanning that now, huh? Darn, I was aiming for that floor jellyfish thing. It's like a crustacean, but a jellyfish. And strange suicide. Do tell. Bulb pattern boldness. Don't worry, we have the thing for you. Ah, they're all there. That, just a shit ton of carbon. That works. For me, at least. Did not appropriately connect the two buttons that it needed to. Ah, there we go. Cleaning up for your frigates to fly away. What we're doing, we're currently waiting for a blasted... are waiting for a storm to come by, so hopefully we can get a beautiful storm. Yeah. And we have the battery. There we go. Bring it on! Yes! Bring it! Bring the storm on. Ooh. Scan the rock formations. We gained valuable intelligence, and there's perfect. Alright, so that's not that. This right here. Log. Alright. And discovered world of extreme storms. Alright, well this is... we're currently... storm. Oh, to recover. Because otherwise this is going to get scorchingly painful. At the moment, just claim some phosphorus for ourselves. Catch some more. Take out a few. Blocking all of these planets to their very cores. Oh, we finally got rid of that screen. Okay. Nothing. What the hell? Where the heck? Oh. Yeah, other battery, and... where is it? Oh, it's probably going to be one of these, ain't it? Yep, it's one of these. Dang it. I was hoping we'd have the void egg. It would be something for the void egg, but no. Come here. Land here, please. We have to go somewhere better than this place. Examine. Look at it. Alright, and... there we go. Alright. Well, India. Arms. Okay. Bothers me, but alright, that's fine. And... our hyperdrive was low. Which is not the best thing. Yes, unconventional travel. I don't know anything that's super unconventional about it. There we go, and break that apart. Oh, bother, back into inventory. My apologies. And yeah, we can't do any more shield. And kill that one. There we are. We can't have too many systems, as it were. Okay, we have 6 of those. Another emergency. We're sitting there, and we'll get more resources out of taking these real quick. There we go. Come on, boys. Let's get that ready and done. This is the first time in a long time. And actually, my weekend was pretty busy. And then my weekends have my Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's actually very, very busy. I don't really like being that busy because I like, you know, I enjoy some peace and tranquility. But we gotta start. Huh? Alright, so we have to, which is away, away, and it's Outlaw Station. Whatever, I don't care. Works for me. We'll be an outlaw star. Which is not super bad, but it is a bit painful. They might treat us like renegades in the next system over. Oh no! There we go. Band. What can I get from you, sir? Banned weapons. Ooh. Do some black market dealings. Probably make a tidy profit. Nah, not really. I saw it and I was like, ooh, and oh, darn it! It's one of those try ones. I hope they do an S rank one. So it's not really needed for that because that's a C rank. Motherfucking C. Colored one of the solar ones. Another one? Wow, we're getting spoiled. Not with some solar parts for like the larger vessels because I think it'd be better to have some of those there. Like I know the solar sails are what make them a unique class of vessel. I'd like more. All right, so our hyperdrive, we have assembled more products. Ooh, cyclone monitor system. Okay. System installed as of yet. Pardon me. Hoofda. Send that to cargo. And right there. Slash ship. So, exosuit high capacity. There we go with that. And exosuit high capacity. It is a capacity. Bring it, bitches. Give me power. What's up, bitch? Yes, eat a dick. Boom. My dog is barking. Hold on. Deaf to the whole world hears his dog bark. Okay. Calming down. Just Freya greeting my son home. He was outside playing with his friends and he came. Doesn't do. She usually doesn't bark. And. Ugh. Terrifying because, like, my dog's bark. Will grumble, she'll growl. And occasionally she'll bark. Once or twice. If she knows who's coming is over. If she hears their voice, she'll bark like, hey, let me outside playing with his friends. Perfectly fine. Kiddo can play with his friends. Noobdo. Obnubdo? Obnudo. Obnudo. A buddy of mine is playing. All right. We are in the Abdunob system. Flourishing planet covered under a grey cloud of smoke. Alright. Back onto the warpath. Hopefully, the end of our trials is soon. Hopefully. Why is it, No. There we go. It gets another warp, and then I'm going to sit there and see if I can't reset the location. Because I don't want to be warping to and fro this entire time. Timmy Thumb, how we doing? Thank you for the raid. How have you been, good sir? Ah, my surprise to me. On the on the path of the bioship we are, as we're trying to grow a Xenos vessel to see how well it can fly. And we're currently having some minor issues. But it's fantastic to have you here. Welcome aboard. Could always use more fuel for the furnace. Alrighty then. So over there for that one. It seeks a planet, so if it's there, so we'll jump over here real quick. It's seeking a planet that is dust covered of extreme storms, and we may have to travel there in a bizarre manner. Bizarre was not its word, it's my word for it. And it's one of those to where I don't want to sit there and reset it on its point. Because it's one of those to where I don't want to sit there and travel because there was a location glitch on the last portion of this quest for me. As I've currently... wrong screen. There we are. Right over here, we had this once again. We has no fuel. Oh, right. I forgot to make it. Shit. That's why the warp was short. I was a fool and forgot to make more warp juice. It's alright. We have plenty. And we do have... what is it? Where is it? Yes! We can make... Fantastic. Now we just have to stick it in the fuel tank. So how have you been, Mr. Thumb? I hope you have been well. Starship. And right there. Perfect. Because I have been rather well this week thus far. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Because yes, right there. Dust-covered world, extreme storms. Hunting it down. I don't want to traverse across half the galaxy like we did originally for this quest. But it may have to be just that. Alright. And double checking that it wants to go to a planet of storms. Let's hope we can get there. Otherwise it's going to be rather bothersome. And yes, there we are. There we go. Double checking. Double checking something. Something looked off on my computer just ever so slightly. Alright. Here we are, back once more. Yeah. Ooh. Interesting. Alright. Just messing about with the mouse and the keyboard. The differences. So I still have a thinking suspicion, but if it's going to a very specific world, I'm going to sit here and try. But it is a lot of resources to get from point A to point B if it's going to beef me around for the distance of the quest. As I want a Xenos bioship. I want a living spacecraft. I want to pilot out of its colon. Not really. That'd be a very dark and weird place to be piloting a ship out of. Not alone the stench in one's own colon. So, we have the end. yet? No. It is going to have us move across the entirety of the galaxy, isn't it? Or at least a short distance of it, which I do hope not. I'm going to check online before I do anything else. Hold on one moment. We get to lose our beautiful music, which is sad, but I must double check. Microwave moves that way. That way, it's not in the way. And yes, you may be like, oh, look, he has to look at his fingers to type. I am ancient, and it's one of those to where before recently I never really did a lot on the computer. I've thus been skyrocketing the computer even more. And even if I had a job that probably worked with computers, I would still probably look at my fingers whilst I was typing. Something that it's a habit I formed when I was learning how to type in computer lab. Ah, computer lab. Those were the days. We're going to the computer lab, class. Ah, that's the day that you knew that you could get nothing done and nobody would be angry with you. Which always liked. Yes, the No Man's Sky Bioship Quest. I don't need a guide to it. The full walkthrough. Yes, we'll go with that one. Privacy coordinates. Solar ray, impossible membrane, fragmented. Part of the tedious graves, fallen travelers. Huh? Villa, seat of glass, singularity core. Describe glyph. What? Okay, so we've done the animus and the seed of glass, the fragmented qualia. We've gotten that. Growing the singularity, mature the singularity core. Counter slightly different as a void egg, sky, glyph coordinates. It didn't describe glyph coordinates. Hey, giving me a crap score they are. It's kind of shitty of them, but alright. It's coordinates. They didn't give coordinates. Unless I'm losing my absolute fucking mind. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. Strange consciousness I cannot fathom. Pregnant starship. Hosts. I've been seeing existence between the exos. Follow the call of the void egg. Alright. We're following the call of the void egg. It wants dust-covered world and extreme storms. Grows more. Okay. So, looks like we're going to be needing of the services of the teleporter. Oh, mother trucker. It's not going to let us jump that easily. If it is supposedly coordinates, I know where we can go to a portal. It's the first planet that we actually landed on. It'll be quite interesting to go back. Boom. Oh, sweet, sweet, tasty tea. Earl Grey as always. I like it a tasty. I like it a tea. The tea and me, motherfucker. But it also looks like we're in for another busy Saturday, as taking Ashman to his ninja classes, which will be absolutely fun. All right. Onaha, Polite Links! How we doing, buddy? It's been a while. I looked up that band. I looked up Ailstorm. Motherfucking amazing. And I am obsessed. I had literally built a Pandora station. It's Ailstorm Radio, and it's just like, yay! Hard metal and sea shanties all the time. And now we're back home. I have been well. I have been well. Ah. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been the fun. It has been the excellent. It has been the amazing. I've listened to it to work for the past 3 days. Just like, okay, let's check out this Ailstorm stuff. Here. Probably so far, my favorite song is Drink. I don't know why, but it just gets me in the mood to drink. Alright, so, wait. Why'd I get out there? Mother trucker. I had the complete brainage, because this is built close by. Yes, I'm glad. I am glad to have found another band. There it is. This is why we came here. Hopefully we can get some sort of clues for the bio vessel, even though we are on the opposite of what the planet wants. Of what the little dude wants. The little egg wants us to be on some hot planet. It's like, no. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what it's going to do for the quest, because it's one of those to where it's just being a dick. And I don't want to charge them to go there. Ooh, Pentahook. I would have to look in on that said Pentahook. Specifically, to see if it is a desirable. And what do you mean? Oh. The Deoxite shield slowly withered away. Alrighty. Because it doesn't give me... What the hell? Where the hell did I take damage? Alright, you know... What the... Oh. Condense down. We need to calm down. It just went down. There we are. See? Yeah. That's what fell down. To calm down. Not everything is going to try and kill me. Mostly. Alright, so let's jump back to base. Since I'm pretty sure it would have given us other things. Why is it... No, I don't need to go to the Nudelin. I want to go back to my little mountain base side. That is one sneaky bastard. For one, I am light years away from Terra. I am light years away from the old world. Literal galaxies. And they've cross-migrated that far? Oh gods. The universe is not safe. Flee for your lives. And that is actually one faction I'm surprised that hasn't jumped over from Warhammer Fantasy to 40k is the Skaven. Huh. It is a very pretty game. It's a very nice game. I enjoy the visuals. They're getting an update on Friday. They are. If they weren't so backstabby as a culture, they would have already conquered. Every other race would be dead and turned into meat and or slaves. And or both. Alright. Not visual update, overall update. They're combining a bunch of stuff, streamlining the process and making it easier from what I hear. So, it's nice to see that they're actually doing something more. Like, I've enjoyed the updates that they've done for it. And this is only something that I've heard through passers-by, so maybe I don't think it's going to be a very specific. Ooh. Blasters? What do you provide? Oh, not even worth it, man. But I'll take the cadmium. Can always be used for something. Alright, and that's there. Okay. Checking this, seeing if we can't hopefully. Yep. It doesn't just continue on. Where I wish they would allow you to look at your destination. Life form count. Yeah. I just wish you could sit there and zoom and then just a little bit more of Elite Dangerous. You pick the system you want to go to, and then it starts taking you that route. You're more free to manipulate the maneuverability of it. So I actually should go free explorer. Oh, but see, that's the problem. Is it takes away all of that. Ah, god damn it. Curses. There we go. It's just going to be a dangerous task. Not really. Just going to discover more of the universe. Whilst we try to grow a biovessel. Though, honestly, bugs. We're trying to grow a bug to conquer other spaceships. Alright, hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah, thank you. Alright. Free look. Waypoint. No. What? Oh, whoa. And there's one and... Okay. What exactly are you talking about here, Mr. Lynx? I'm lost. Like, I have the waypoint set. I set the waypoint, but it didn't let me go any farther. Odd. One moment while I look up how to do this shenaniganry. Because the location glitch did this. It did this once to me before. Yeah. There we go. Did this once to me before. No, goodbye. All right. They're resetting the location for the quest. There we are. Auto suggestion. Yeah, there we go. No, not that. That's a chatterbox of Reddit shenaniganry. All right. Nope, that's more of a thread. Yeah. There we go. Glitched mission. Interesting. No. Alright. Yeah, gods. I do not know how to fly this thing with a mouse. Back to the controller. Otherwise, we're going to die here. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. No speaks. No. Yeah, so it can't. I don't get it. Oh. Oh. Motherfucker. Okay. Oh, god dang it. Slow recognition. Hold on. Let me bring up the other stuff. Oh, man. That is... I feel stupid. Oh, gods. So, right here, the hunter, the reflection, the hunter, the spiral of reality, the star over the water. Those are the coordinates. No, like, links. Right down here. Right here is the links. It's the activate. Yeah, the glyph code is right there. Ha 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 ha. Fuck. All right. Meme-ish. I've been memed. All right. Pen, paper. Let's write this down because otherwise I'm not going in and out of this menu the entire time. Give me a moment. Oh. I feel silly. I really do. It was staring me in the face the entire time, every time I opened up this menu, and then my brain was like, I'd looked online already, and it's like, yes, it'll give you coordinates. Like, it didn't give me coordinates, expecting it to be just giving me the sigils. No, they have to make it a little puzzle. They have to make it a little puzzle. Not very nice. I don't like it. Holy insect. Anomaly. Sailor Boy, or Sailor Moon, and Ocean King. Euclid. Okay. All right. I feel like a big doo-doo head. Well, we're gonna go back home real quick. I feel sheepish. That was a bunch of resources wasted. By resources, I mean the hyperdrive shenaniganry. All right. Cracker, anyone? All right. Let's go again. Let's go again. Well, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't hold your hand. I do enjoy that it doesn't hold my hand on that portion. Makes me feel good that it doesn't hold my hand on that portion, but it's also like, God damn it, I feel so fucking stupid. Like it took the brain. Like, the brain has worked. The brain has worked all day. The brain is tired. The brain doesn't want to work on hard stuff. Brain wants to go and focus on easy things so brain can rest and recuperate for the tough things tomorrow. Lest we go spark, and then it's just no fun. Alright, recharge. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like we have to... Where's the mining beam? There we are. Yes, that is probably the best thing about these is the rough locations. Like it's I enjoy the games that don't don't get me wrong. I do enjoy like playing things like Skyrim to where you can just be like, haha, brain turn off, it all good. But I enjoy this as well. Just working on it, and the brain teasers are there to keep it all together, to make it easy. I enjoy the holding hand at sometimes, but I prefer to be like, I as the big brain, I as the smart. I am speaking absolute terrible English with absolutely horrendous grammar. I do not care. As I'm pretty sure there are other individuals that speaking their native tongues that also butcher it as brutally easily as possible and making as simple as sentences as simple of sentences that are possible. The tongue is tired. I have talked too much today. And then looking at it and thinking about it in my head, we used all the cobalt. Shit. At least we keep a large stash of materials on us at all times. All right. We're going to go from wah big to an unknown dirt dust devil planet that's probably going to try and get us killed. I love it! Okay, so... Motherfuck. Okay. Well... Let's, I don't think we have enough, sadly, to do this. Shit. We've only discovered so many of the Traveler's stuff. Hunter, I would assume that is the bird. Ah, yes. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't have enough. If I had the, sending orb, yeah. Oh, we have the code right there, but we don't have the tiles to do it. Curses. Alright, so... Add-on. Now we must go into the void to hunt down the travelers, which are supposedly a rarity. Okay, there's a herd of creatures fighting together. Good for them. Ooh. That's a lot. That is a lot of storages for just some sets of material. You're insane, good sir. I love it. Ah. So, Lynx, previously you had mentioned that it was relatively late where you are. General location? Eastern seaboard? Southern seaboard? Europe? I'm going to guess someplace to where it's even later than here, so I'm guessing... Not in the Americas? And if, of course, entirely up to you if you don't wish to answer. It is perfectly fine. And no, you can't. Ah, UK, England. Ah. Yes. Ah. I have never been to England. I had the pleasure of being in the southeastern Pacific where I was stationed during my time as a Marine active duty. What? I don't... I wish... I do not wish to engage with you. I don't want to engage with you. I don't wish to sell to you. I can sell better shit. My condolences for the loss of the Queen. The world's going to end now. We lost all three pillars. We lost Betty White, we lost Robin Williams, and we finally lost the last one, the Queen of England. Yes, I do. I hope everything is well in your country and your days. So how's the football season going? Did you guys have no? Do you have football in this fall or the? Yeah, American football season has my brain kind of messed up for sports. I'm assuming you guys do football, soccer, football in the summertime. Ah, that's fine. To each their own. You don't have to be 100% patriotic. We all live in countries that are run by governments, by people that we will never see or hear from directly, really. Yeah. Yeah, she's you feel bad. I feel bad for her family, I've lost loved ones. But yeah, I didn't know her. She wasn't my queen. I feel like that there are a lot of people that are just they're blowing it a bit out of proportion in my thought process. Like, yes, she's passed, and they make a big deal out of it, especially on like social media, like TikTok and whatnot. They it feels to me like it gets overblown, but that's with anything these days. The media doesn't cover any medium points of view. It's either polarizing one way or the other. Never just the facts, or report good news, because the world is a cesspool of bad news, because bad news in the human brain sticks around longer than good news. Like, you could receive 100 compliments in a day and then receive one degradation, like someone degrades you. You'll remember that degradation more than you will those 100 comments. And that's how the human brain is kind of wired, which is like, that's no way. Yeah. Yeah, it does. People remember way too much negativity. I don't want clicks. I want steady performance. I want you come to me for the facts. This newspaper, this news organization, purely for the facts. Investigative journalism. And then you have like Good News Thursdays, like good news, everyone, and you co-op friggin' Disney so you can use the likeness of Dr. Farnsworth, and then basically you have him a good news articles, and then you have like a Futurama cartoon or something in the newspaper or the online printing on the website. I think people would enjoy that more. Here's factual data that we've investigated, and here's some good news. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. It wouldn't be like super amounts of money gained through ad revenue. No, it'd be slow, consistent. Okay, which raid? And forgive me, I don't know many dungeons beyond Wrath Lich King, so. And it's been years since I focused on anything that was, Ah! Ah! There we go. Okay, there's the nostalgia. Yes, okay. So, let's go to the galaxy map, as we have to try and find those quests. So, we are going into life form, And we aren't going to the Galactic Core. We are going to free explore. And maybe we can find a traveler hiding around in the station. Talk with him, chat with him, get his sigil, which we need to actually complete this sequence of events because it looked like we didn't have any. Oh, ha. We had pulled pork this evening for our dinner. It was mightily tasty. Did I have a ship send out? Maybe. We'll check this after the space station. We'll have to go into our ship and check if we sent out fleets. What kind of sauce? Are you just putting pulled pork and like red sauce, white sauce, barbecue sauce? Ooh. Cold barbecue sauce pasta. Use fettuccine alfredo. Have this pasta, have it cooked to where it's all edible, and then you cool it down and eat it on a sandwich. I may have to try that. My beloved, Miss Diamond Flame, she's a ruler of a guild. She's a guild master in Final Fantasy XIV. And so that's her online handle. Besides, I will also be calling her beloved, honey, cutie, and other things. But yes, I've seen her in World of Warcraft wise. She's not there. We used to play together for a short time when Pandaria came out, and then it was like, finances, you betray me so. So many financial hard choices and soul-wrenching decisions. Now we gotta go check that side for the other traveler, because he should be communing with other people. And then we can get back onto our ship. Cursed, there should have been a disclaimer, I feel, in this mission. Like, yes, you're going to have to need all of these glyphs collected before you can proceed past this juncture. But it's like, but, I don't wanna. And it does not look like we have a traveler with us today. Curses and annoyances all. Alright. The ship for Cusco. The Cusco's poison ship. Barbecue, though. I liked the Pandaria one, and I liked the idea of you weren't race locked. Because I would like, you have for the Horde, and then like you be a dwarf, but be like the dark skinned dwarfs. I think that would be good. In my mind, I think that would be good. Is have to where the races aren't locked. No, we're not going to Atlas. We're going to free Tiffany. Power generation. Conflict of Medium. Region. Fulton Terminus. We have no idea what it is. Let's see if we can't find. And honestly, we don't need to be jumping so far away. We can do single jumps to hopefully discover travelers more often. We'll spend less time in the galaxy menu. But yeah, I like the idea that you could be Pandaren and be both Horde, or you could be Alliance per character, because then you weren't race locked if you wanted to just be a fluffy panda. Like, I thought that was a cool idea, and I kind of wish that they implemented that for all of the races, because then you could be, you could be a Tauren on the Alliance side, you could be an Orc on the Alliance side, and you could have unique dialogue options for your race from the quest givers, like, I haven't seen a dwarf on our side. For the Horde, for the War Chief. You could use and do unique dialogue for each race that's technically outside of the faction. Like the typical ones that you'd find in the faction. So that it would be like, you're the minority. Here's a little bit wording change of how they interact with you. And then your reputation and your loyalty and your whatnot that they have in World of Warcraft, your reputation. And you could just grow your reputation and they interact with you differently. Will they probably put that? Will Blizzard probably put that in? No, probably not. And that's the point. Is I feel games that offer more freedom, in a sense, actually work better, do better, are better. Because like Final Fantasy 14, that beautiful cacophony, it's extremely free, like with the personalization and the customization of your character. Okay, cross faction groups. Okay, at least that's interesting. I wonder if there's that free account that you can put up and play till like level 50 or whatnot. Might pop in there. I know Blizzard kind of took a shit due to their scandalous nature, but every corporation isn't clean. Every corporation has dirty laundry or has something they want to hide. Interesting. No traveler here either. Curses. Alright. On to the next one. Back to the Tsar Bomba. Sorry, just thinking on having a thought and then... Well, having a thought. Thinking very hard. Brain pulsating, vein bursting out from my forehead. Levels of thought. Oh, gods. I don't need to spend that much. Alright, so... Let's... Dang it. Re-explore... One away, and let's see what we can find out. Slowly but surely we'll discover the entirety of the galaxy. Oh no. Oh no. Alrighty. I would like some like sci-fi games, like more sci-fi based games, having crossover events. So I think that would be quite interesting. Like I would love, to play as like a oh god. So like for Warhammer 40K, if they came out with an MMORPG for Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40K, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be playing the fucking shit out of it. And it would be that you would get a lot of people that would just be more willing to play. You'd get pretty much everybody that plays the tabletop or is invested in the Warhammer lore, either 40K or fantasy, depending on which game it was, but I'll be focusing more on the 40K. I do enjoy the fantasy, but a 40K MMORPG, and yeah, they eventually grow the verses and the planets you can go to, but you can fly to Mars, you can fly out to the other planets that humanity has colonized, and then you're playing as a character and like you have classes or something set up to where everyone is human. You're playing from the Imperial point, or you have, and you could do a faction system like the Imperium versus the Xenos, and of course the Xenos would have their own factions. Orcs, Tyranids, Tau, Necrons, the Eldar, the Dark Eldar, which is the Drukhari, and the Eldari. And then you could just have the Imperium. And then once you've had Xenos and Imperium, you have those sub-splits to like, okay, here's the races your character can be. Pick what your character is, and then go through and start doing the professions and classes and sort of that deal with it. I think that'd sell. I think that'd sell pretty well, especially since we're losing. Oh yeah, 40K and Warhammer Fantasy they span the globe. Every single one of the instructions here, so if you're not familiar, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 printed languages. One's English, one's Spanish, one's French. I think another is Italian, and the other one is German, I believe. And yeah, and there's even more. I've seen a couple packages with Chinese and Japanese lettering. Like, it spans the globe. So it does have a reasonable basis for it that play the games that do matches worldwide of the tabletop with the models that you can see over here. It's over there. But yeah, it's the just the inevitability, because from what up there's a traveler. Fan-fucking-tastic. We can get another one of these. Traveler. Sup, reptile. And it would be and Warhammer, and you get a developer that's done it before, like Blizzard. Or honestly, I wouldn't trust Blizzard with it. I wouldn't trust them at all with an MMO. BioWare probably would be the best bet for it, or somebody that has experience with MMOs, MMORPGs would be good. That's for the business. Alright, so talk with him again. Try and get his memories. As I wasn't paying attention, I was just talking like an idiot. Offer nanites. Package in return. Okay. I'll take the credits for the nanites. There we go. Ask where they came from. That's the more appropriate question. Fantastic. We will go to that subspace beacon. Conquer it all! But yes, it would be... Alright, so... Oh... I think it's just... Yeah, I think it's just open, and we just have to get out into space for that anomaly to pop up and be like, hello! Alright, and... there it is. I knew it! I knew it. And there we are. Oh, shit, there's an asteroid that we're going to bounce off of. Luckily, the shields took the brunt of the hit. That's perfectly fine. Fleet coming out of orbit. And launching ourselves at the unknown grave. Hopefully we'll reach it in record time. Ah, yes. Alrighty. Let's see. But yeah, so I've been watching some YouTubes. I've been watching some listening to some individuals that are actually in the UK that know more about the goings on in the internals of Games Workshop, the dreaded corporate overlords of my plastic crack addiction, as I've spent well over $7,000 on my hobby. Please note that's also including paint, materials, and the models themselves. So, it's not just the models, it's the painting, the space, the storage units, all of it. And dice that are for each faction. Like, I've spent close, if not more than $7,000 on the hobby, which I don't mind doing because I enjoy it. Cellular games. They could. I do think they have quite a few pop-ups for it. Hello, Walrus Face. Ah. Alright, let's extract that glyph as we need it. to carry on to the next one. Precisely what we're doing. Aha! Right. 10 of 16. 6 more to go. Yeah. Yeah, disposable. But from the individuals that I've been listening to, one being Northern, yes, disposable income. Oh, you're perfectly fine. I suffer from the same thing. The interior brain is going 1,000 miles a minute, while the exterior brain is going at meters per second. No, we're doing the thing. We're doing the thing again. Pop back. Gotta jump over the free explorer so that we don't deal with. And again, you have to have connections somewhere. All right. What the fuck? There we go. What the bollocks? Yeah, let's go to us. Let's just go the one way. There we go. Yeah. Huey. Let's go that way, at least. It'll give us a finite connection with only a singular jump. But, yeah, he's talking about the current edition we're in for the tabletop is 9th edition. And Games Workshop, I've spoken at some length to it, that they are just wantonly just dropping the ball and changing up everything. Not a bad thing, but they're like, I get the book, and then in less than a week, they've changed the rules in that book. The manipulability, the malleability that they are treating the paper and the ink and the money that I spent on it pisses me off. So I have a gut feeling that they're doing this, and eventually they're just going to get another producer of it. They themselves are, fuck yes, another traveler. Lucky days. All right. Okay, echoes. Interesting. Ask about the boundaries. Interesting. Geology cannon. Nice. All right. Howdy doody, sir. We're here for your unborn, your dead position, please, sir. All right. Yes. Thank you for that. That glyph will soon be ours. But that Games Workshop is pretty much jumping up their stuff and their brand recognibility. They're removing the edge off of Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Fantasy in favor of broad spectrum marketability, which then it will lose its allure. But the gentleman who I'm talking about, Northern Exile, YouTuber, if you want to go check him out, you can. His video came out a little later, or a little earlier today, and he talks about how they're pretty much priming it so they can just let go after 10th edition, then it's somebody else's problem to make rules for the game, which I could see because they want to sell their IP. They want to sell their brand to entice more people to buy their models to then play the game. And there are even some people that just buy the models to have the models to just have them and paint them and have them look pretty. And that's perfectly fine. And usually those guys are probably some of the best painters you'll find out there to paint those Delicious miniature. So as I reach up here, this is one of the ones I've painted. She's not the best, but she is a tanky tank. So I have a slight obsession with the playing of them. Yes, just a little, just a little. It's not like I have an addiction. It's okay. It's okay. No, I just know where I usually will spend some of my money. But being under a budget, it makes it kind of hard to have the expendable income that I desire to. Thank you. I have many more. Many more. I have. Oh, gods. Two. I have well over 200 models, I think. Ish. That's a small number in comparison to some armies that are 200 models. So I don't have like a shit ton, but there's plenty. And I'll take that glyph, sir. We now have 11 of 16. 5 more to go. And no one's come to kill us. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. Where's my ship? There it is. Yeah. One of my larger ones. Hold on. Oh, yeah. What? Really? 200 more than you? I thought all Englishmen played Warhammer 40k like civilized gentlemen. But here's one of the bigger models that I've made. Lighting be damned. There we are. Yeah. There's a better lighting on it. As I'm dancing around the screen like a fool because it's inverted from what I'm actually doing. He's rather large and in charge. Had to build him out of sprues and whatnot. And he is a very large and dangerous opponent on the tabletop. He is precious. Uncultured. Do you not drink tea, sir? You're only uncultured. He is chunk. Yes. And now here's the funny thing about orcs is their technology is crap. It is junk. It is little scrap metal riveted, welded, and slapped together by their mechs and said, "This is a gun." And then they all, believing that his words are right, that it's a gun and will function as a gun and basically has infinite ammunition. The orcs are Warhammer 40k Looney Tunes because of the power of belief. If they believe something and enough of them believe it, like if they believe the color red goes faster, which they do, if they paint their vehicles red, they will go faster. It's just how it works. No one tells them what to do because they're all mildly psychers, and the biggest is the boss. Whoever is the biggest or beats the biggest boss is the boss. And it's ridiculous. It's hilarious. And I love it. Onto the Atlas station. We'll just do the free warps to it. Do its thing. Hopefully get another traveler. But yeah, some of them are chunk. Some of them aren't chunk. Like, let's see. Is this... Yes, it is. So, this is... Yes. Oh, they are so much worse than the Skaven. They are so much worse. Because basically think of them as like testosterone things. They need to fight. They need to go to war. If you deprive them of that, if you take a living one and keep him from fighting, keep him from physicality, just beating up someone, he will start to shrivel up and die. And the best part about it, orcs are fungus. When an orc dies, they will release spores. Those spores will grow other orcs. And so when you have orcs that invade your planet, you pretty much have to, anything they touched, scorched earth policy. They cannot leave any spores behind. Otherwise, there's going to be more orcs for us to deal with, and we don't want them on the planet. So there have been many planets in the Imperium that have been fucking burnt. Just entirely, just all foliage, flora, fauna, the entire planet exterminatus by just scorching the skies and the air and burning it all. And then, if it has any mineral value, throwing new colonists at it and them not caring about their survival. Ooh, pretty. Out into the void. I guess I could have been doing that too, whilst also looking for the traveler. Expanding our backpack spaces. That is the world of Warhammer 40k, my friend. In the grim darkness of the future, there is only war. And humanity is on the brink of destruction. Because humanity has the absolute largest empire. They control the majority of the galaxy. So they're fighting every day for territory against the Necrons, which are basically Egyptian Terminators. Like, think of the movie The Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. Yeah, that. Egyptian-themed Terminators. Where some of them actually have souls that operate giant pyramid-like, tomb-like ziggurat worlds that are waking up to reclaim their lost territory. You've got Space Elves, which are the Eldar, which are a dying race. You've got their piratical, torturous, endeavored cousins, which are the Drukhari, which are the Dark Eldar. And so the Eldar, when they were a united race, spawned a Chaos God from having too many excessive BDSM orgies, and spawned a god of excess. Because the Space Elves feel on a higher level, they want to feel that euphoria as you get from an addiction more and more and more, and harder hitting because they lose the high faster. So basically, because of their own practices, they, to the excess, spawned a chaos god that ate 90% of their people's souls. So the Eldari use, like, spirit stones. They make jewelry to house their souls so that they technically don't die. And their soul gets put into this gem, and then that gem is put into a piece of machinery so that they can still fight to protect their kin. The Drukhari feast on pain and suffering of others. So they have gladiatorial pits. They have pain workshops to where if you get captured alive by the Drukhari, you are going to absolutely hate life. And I cannot express that enough, because if they take you alive, they will keep you at the very inch of death, at a heightened excess of pain to where everything is just there. Oh, some of the lore is absolutely just dark and semi-realistic to being outrageously so. A little dive into the lore isn't going to kill you, but I also have, like, this one right here. Is one of the smallest models I have, like, bar none. And you saw Lechonky, the big boy. Yeah, that's the size disparity between the models, though. Harkening back to that. But yeah. If you get two Warhammer 40k nerds and you ask them a question about the lore or fanfic about what they would change about the lore or anything onto that margin, it planned to, like, have a meal plan, like, meal. So it's there. If you can do plenty of research online, but you can also go into your local game store, like your local tabletop card game store. I'm sure you can find one in your area, and go in and then ask about Warhammer 40k. And I'm sure, pardon, if there's anybody in the store that knows about Warhammer 40k, they will gladly talk with you about Warhammer 40k for literal hours. But also be prepared for an expendable income. Like, if you wish to get into the tabletop side of the hobby, not just the lore enjoyment, just tabletop alone, do be prepared. There are cheaper ways to go about getting models and things for the army. Look at those if you want to get into the army, or you want to build your own and paint them. Fantastic. Do it your own. But if you just want to get in and start reading lore, there are hundreds of books out there that are just about the lore by the Black Library, by a bunch of independent publishers that are okayed by Games Workshop. Okay, that was a little bit loud comparatively to what was going on around me. No traveler in this station, however. So, yeah, on to the next one. Which is back here. Wait, nope, hold on. We are in a new system. We must acquire the backpack upgrade. Or did we already acquire the backpack upgrade? I think we may have already acquired the backpack upgrade. Am I lost? Am I nuts? I am not nuts. We did not acquire the upgrade. And while you're at it, you can also look into because there are some characters that do have their own lore books. But if you want to look into the War of Warhammer, be my guest. You might like it, you might not. To each their own. Personally, it just sticks with me. Most every other genre of like game I've encountered has been like, yes, we're grim, we're dark, ooh, we're scary, yeah. No, because the hero always wins in this super gallant way. There's no losses and victories. There's like, it's just like, yes, we lost some. Yes, and so there is one. If you want to listen to some of the battles on YouTube, look up Arch or Archcast. He is he goes through some of the larger battles in Warhammer 40k, giving you a brief breakdown on the factions or what's going involved with this certain battle, and he's broken it up into a lot of multi parts, and he's done a lot of research for those videos, and it is pretty good. He's got hours and hours of lore-based battle content that he just talks about, and he's a good egg when he's talking about them. He makes some conjectures on what actually is, because sometimes the books aren't entirely clear. But we love the lore. The lore is precious. The lore is good. But the grim darkness of the setting, there is no hope of just one straight victory. There is only death. To be honest, because there's so many threats facing humanity, and they have to fight them all, and they're fighting them all on so many fronts that it's stripping out their numerical advantage. Basically, the Imperium is sitting on the knife's edge. One little tick left or right will send them off of that edge and into oblivion. And it's exciting. And then there is, with 40k, comes its predecessor, 30k. The 30k is the time when the Emperor, the God Emperor of Mankind, was about. Alright, and knock that over. Knock that over, come on. Give it to me, give me words. Do I have to walk over it? I really hope I don't have to walk over it, because otherwise that's going to be a bit boring. Set at random intervals, it looks like, so yeah, we can just run over these to get what we want, which is more words in our Rolodex. Yep, there's one right under here, which is good. We must know. And there's a lot of the guys that know the lore. You can make educated guesses on some of the portions for it, and some of the intents and whatnot. And it's just, I like the fact that they have super engineered super soldiers that are like 8 feet tall and are basically wearing 4 inches of pretty much concrete armor, encased in like Iron Man-esque suits, and just crushing it. I absolutely fucking love it. Because it's fucking terrifying. Terrifying in kind of a good way, too. I also do like Lord of the Rings. Though it's not grimmy, darky. Like, it's close to realistic. I'd say. Close to realism. Not the, like, ooh, yes. Super realistic, but I do like the world of Tolkien. Ooh, we left one alone. No! We can't leave this one alone. Alright, we didn't learn anything from it. That's okay. That is fine. No, we didn't learn anything from it. Dun, da, 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 da. Alright. Archaea, Singularity. You're fine. You're fine, sir. You're perfectly fine. I'm just talking out my asshole. This is a gift of mine as I just sit here and blather on about things, and I stop and I breathe when I want to drink. I enjoy my tea. Conform. Oh yes, it is super deep. It is a rabbit hole that I found worth going down. I hope you enjoy it as well. And eventually maybe we'll talk about your favorite faction. Ooh. But we got the Atlas jig thing. Fantastically amazing. Hopefully there's a space station in the next subsector of stations. I do hate how it takes you like, yes, you're leaving the Death Star. We're just going to let you exit slowly as we track to beam your ship out. Rather than letting you launch yourself at the problem. I want to launch myself at the problem, though. I want to kamikaze into them. That way I don't have any problems. And to the space station we go. Hopefully hunting down yet another traveler. Lessening the total requirements for the sigils we need. Though most likely tomorrow we will have to be doing more of the sigil hunting. Unless we can get it here in the next hour and 50 or 45 minutes-ish. Abouts time frame. Which I do hope. Oh, cracker. Oh. Ow. That sucks. Give me, yeah. Yes, another million for you. Very expensive upgrade for me. So I wonder when they're going to actually try and implement, like, whenever they do a VMMORPG, a virtual reality, to where, like, you plug in and you're controlling the character with your mind. My question is, what do we do when they do that and they have in-game currency and they try to, like, people try to build an economy to where I sell this item on this for this amount of money. I wonder how many people are going to do that for their profession and basically move their company / playtime or do stuff on there and make money off it. Because I know World of Warcraft, just jumping back to World of Warcraft. I had a buddy who played a lot. He was the one that actually got me into World of Warcraft. And he played since the beginning, and he would just level up accounts. People would buy accounts and not want to level up. And so he would then build their, like, they would design their character and then send him all the information to run that existing character. Then they would sit there, and it was the best thing is he would level them up, and then they'd be like, I don't know how to play him. So then he would get on woohoo. Okay. Alright, so that's how it is. That's fine with me. That's good. Jump there, hopefully we find a traveler. But it's lost my train of thought. Shit. It'll come back to me. Ah, yes. He would then do like AOL at the time, AIM, Messenger, and basically walk them through how to play their character, how to do the basic builds, and learn how to actually play their character. He'd actually charge them tutoring services, so he'd make double the money. I wonder if there is ever a game that comes out through it. Yeah, I remember it was around the time I hit like level 40 when you first get the mount that they then gave them out to like the level 20s that you could get them out, and that disgusted me because I remember when you had to be like level 60 to get them out. Way back in my day, as I pull out my cane here, like, yes. Back in my day, Sonny, you had to work. You had to work for your shit. Not just it getting handed to you and going for the noobs, but I understand why they did it. They did it for the money. The money. Which money can buy you all sorts of things. It's entirely worthless, but we only put worth to it because it allows us to exchange freely for goods and services rather than bartering as one would have to. As society develops, they have to use some sort of medium to assist in the free exchange of materials. There are some things that I wish that we could go back to like bartering for, like tit for tat. Like, hey, I'm an electrician. I come over to your house and I do some rewiring and some other tasks for you, and you know, let's say you're a plumber. You come over and help me install a secondary bathroom in my shitter, like in my basement. And we're looking at this one. Sadly, we're not looking at any travelers. Ah, the sadness of it all. All right, enough moping around. We must conquer the world. Or the universe. Whichever comes first. Yay, Ritz crackers. Ah, of course. The hyperdrive has no fuel. Ooh. Come here. Let's go. I swear, the ship eats more hyperdrive fuel than I desire it to do so. Alright. Outward, onward, and forward! March. But you know, I do find a lot of interesting things. Like, looking at it. So, forgive me. Warhammer came out of England. Okay, great. The phenomenon, it's been around for decades. 35 years this weekend. They'll have been around. And selling modeling products and what have you. And then you have, like, J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter that came out of, like... I enjoy Harry Potter, but it's one of those to where, like, a lot of good things have come out of England for entertainment-wise. I find it interesting, to say the least. The Nebulous Mass is going to try and kill us all! Alright. More word bubbles so that I can understand its weird English speaking. There we go. Almost used all of the gas. Shitty. Alright. Grab this one. Oh, we might want to use some life support gel, keep ourselves alive, otherwise we're dead men. Kill the vermin, my friend. Ooh. Aww. right? Not any words in the cards today. Damn. Damn it. We need to find more words so we can understand this crazed Atlas thing before it's too late. And we've sworn our allegiance to some sort of entity that plans to kill us all! Which is not well at all. I do like the variety, as you were previously stated, Lynx, the visuals, like just pausing like that. Oh. We could probably get something like that in the 90s, but it would look nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good. It would be a hexagonal mass of just... You can see it rotate, and a couple of the squares would move in and out, and it would be like, oh my god. Blow our little 90 kids' minds. It'd be absolutely wondrous to relive those nostalgic days again as a child. We all grow up too quickly. Then we all look back at our childhood and be like, I kind of wished I'd been more of a kid and done more dangerous shit. Well, did a little bit more dangerous shit, you know. Risked a little more in some activities. I was the wise kid. To this day, I have yet to actively break a bone in my body. Like, people say you always, like, you know, you break your toes as you walk and they re-heal or whatnot and something. I don't really believe that to be the case. If it is, then I have broken bones in my body before and just not given a fuck. But I haven't actively actually, like, broken any major bones. Bring us something. I'm afraid I've seen too much. There are glimpses, half-remembered visions, time before. The birth of the first star. We shall see what this destination is. I have no idea what we need them for, though. But I'm okay with that. We'll figure this out as it goes. But quickly! We have 5 more travelers to hunt. And not much time to do it in today. That'll be interesting. I know there have been many people that have hold on, it'll come to me. Hold on, just hold on a minute. Oh, it is. They've sped run getting these glyphs. I don't know the record, but I know it's been done because we always want to do something as fast as possible. At least over here in America. Whee! Let's travel up. Come on, travel up. Give it to me. Give me the traveler. I wish there was a slight skip function for that. Make it a little bit faster, but I know it needs time to upload, otherwise it potentially... Yep, like that. Korvax... Is there a shiny motherfucker on board? No, there is no shiny mother... Ah, there is a shiny motherfucker on the board. Heck yes. What's up, Joa? Yes, you have translucent skin. Ooh, my, how exotic. Poor Joe Exotic, he never got to see it. We're trying to offer condolences to this guy. He's just being a Debbie Downer. We'll have to fix that. Alright. Yes, stop jerking my chain. I'd like to barter with you. Alright, what did he... Ooh. Hey now, that's illegal goods there, sir. What are you trying to do? Get me in chuck with the Lord? Fantastic. You have slaughtered the lords. Well, at least he seems really happy about giving us that information of where he was buried. I feel bad for him. But congratulations on slaying the 4 lords. Thought. The Chaos Gods are based on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Let us discuss. As my brain just had that slight epiphany. Slightly terrifying. Obviously, we know who War is. We'll just put the corn over to the side, because that was the easy one. Pestilence, well, we can do that over to, Ooh, shiny skin. Ooh, precious shiny shinies. So, have you been polishing your axes, young slayer? What dishonor did you commit to get you onto the path of slaying? I do like the look of the glowing weapon skins. I don't... Oh, shit, fuck, that's the planet side? Shit! Oh, gods. Fucker trying to kill me, slashed me into a mountainside. Fuck this GPS, man. Like, fuck, we thought Alexa was spying on us. Fucking, this one's trying to kill us. On a mountainside. Whoa. See, what the hell? Okay, that was trippy as fuck. No. Alright, so. Alright. We have now eased this way. Good. Alright, I would like to land. There we go. No! Why? They took the beards! Why would you side with those pointy-eared demons? It was all Malekith, but he blamed the Wood Elves and the High Elves, and then we went into the war, and we killed a lot of people. They killed a lot of us. We're still angry over it, because they're the one that shaved the beards first. Grombrindle is ill pleased. Grombrindle desires the judgment to be done. Or I. And we have another glyph. We have the whale. The whale. Some would classify us as a whale. It's like, but I don't have that level of currency to use. Because there was a time when I was financially stable enough to where I could buy a new Warhammer box, which is about, for a 10 model piece, which is what I was buying roughly, is about $60 here in the US. So I could spend easily over 300 in the week. Fantastic. Where are we going, Atlas? Ah, another couple jumps. That's fine with me. We'll jump away to our destiny. We'll keep it expended for potential information. We just warped in front of an entire fleet. Well, hopefully no one died or we didn't slice through them, because otherwise we would have exploded. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Onwards to the station, if there is one, which is right to our right. And away we go. What the fucking... Okay, I went up. Shit. Fuck. Ass? Let's see here. We're actually relatively making good progress with getting our glyphs as we require for the teleportation, which hopefully, at roughly 30 minutes, we can find the remaining 4. We need 5. Remaining 4 in a reasonable amount of time. Pardon? Sit up straight and look pretty. Alright. We sit here and find ourselves in the trials and tribulations of being surrounded by the Gek. Tiny little Gek. Nice little Gek. They are Geklicious. Though they do commit the greatest amount of war crimes. And Lynx, thing enough, yes, it's a grave sin, but you know what the greatest atrocity and war crime is? Playing as Sienna. I mean, it's not legal to use flamethrowers due to the Geneva Convention, so every single one of her kills with her magic, yeah, that's a war crime. They will be harshly judged. Everyone that ever gets burned, another war crime. Just out the gate. I'm sorry, it's just the way it works. And the Atlas. They're putting these rather close together, which kind of scares the living shit out of me because it's close to where I live. I don't really want that near Wabig. It's my snow fortress, my Hoth. Honestly, if I was in the Star Wars universe, the Hoth system, I would name it Wagbig. Why? Just to have it to where we're on the Wabig system. Like, who the fuck names their system Wabig? It's me. I named it Wabig because it's fucking amazing. Ooh, shiny red orb. Ooh. Give shiny red orb. Yep. Shiny things. We likes the shiny. Shiny is good. Shiny is friend. Ugh, mother truck. Ass. Huzzah. Alright. Nice and relaxed sitting arrangement. Oh, shit, fuck. Well, we got existence out of one or both of them. Alright, that works for me. Talked about that. So, no. Nah. Let us not gossip about such things. Ooh, follow. Following the leader, following the leader, until we get the gun. We don't need the gun, it's just there to shoot rubber bands at people, or paintballs, or plastic BBs, or some side of water propellants. Ah, yes. I remember that. So, as I'm scouring my memory, you can see the rest of my face. As I'm scouring my memory, I came across a video on TikTok. It was a squirt gun. Hey, Mr. Rips, how we doing? Running around here in the No Man's Sky. Sadly, we've reached the point where we need to acquire all the glyphs. The glyphs for transportation purposes to alternative realms of reality. Ah, another liker of No Man's Sky. Fantastic, you'll fit in well here. Not the largest of them, but also not the smallest of them. We're slowly building it up. We're just going through the basic things. I'm trying to build the crafty bio vessel, which requires a long and lengthy indigenous process to actually make, and I've kind of made an episode log of my journey on this path. Merge. Aha! Ooh. Yes. Holly! Interesting. To know that great share portion of the being. Okay. Sure. Good. I do find the ever interesting, the ever, like, the seeds are ever changing. I personally don't know what's in charge of these seeds, but it is good, and I wonder what they're used for. We'll eventually learn, but for now we're acquiring intelligence and hunting glyphs. Thus, hopefully, the station here has a traveler. For us to acquire yet another piece of the puzzle so that we can, as I have written down, go to other places to birth this living vessel in grand, dusty, extremely hot lands, as it so desires. Nuketown. Okay. Someone is definitely interested in dun da 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 Fallout and 70 shit ass. That's a straight collide with the station. Whoopsie! And I'm surprised I'm not dead. Or at least took more damage from the shielding. Surprisingly light test bump, which I'll take. I do have to say, I do enjoy the auto landing feature on this. Like, Elite Dangerous, it's one of the competitors of No Man's Sky. For the Space Odyssey, this gives us space legs. I would like to have larger vessels, like, where you could build on them a vessel, you know, a little more customization in that effect, to where you could visually modify the ships and the landing and the vehicles. I think that would be great. It would add a lot to the game, I feel, because then you could personalize it. So, like, each ship comes as a standard paint job. It just doesn't matter. You have to go ship hunting for the right paint job. I feel like you should be able to make your own, like, add on to your freighter or to your base and have a paint station for your ships. And then you could put designs and graphics on there and make your ships look fucking baller as all hell. I personally would enjoy looking at the sheer amount of creativity that comes from the internet, how some people's ships would look. But of course, we also have the people that would be enjoying turning every single one of their ships into some sort of phallic euphemism and or dick joke and or vag joke or something. They would just... It's how a portion of the internet would respond that plays this game. Would it be great? Would it be funny? Fuck yeah, it would be totally funny. Ah, yes, I entirely designed my own ship. It looks like a giant wang. The grandest Johnson that's ever been seen. So on and so forth. Insert dick pun jokes here. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. I really feel bad for Richardson. Well, you have any sort of design system to where you're designing something for it. What? What? It's not like I work on my joke material, it's all off the fly of this wondrous brain of mine. Yeah, it's a random amalgamation of parts. And then slightly different details here, slightly different details there. Oh, come now. Oh, gods. I thank you for the compliment, Mr. Rips. I could probably, if in the right crowd, and I had some of my more raunchy coworkers with me, like freaking with God damn it, Larry the Cable Guy and such, that sort of level of degree, I think we could get there. I don't think I would be able to be, as I can be funny. I don't think I'm comedic gold level of goes. All right, I'm going to stand up comedy night. What's your name, sir? Bill. Last name? Like, give me a hand here. And then maybe, hopefully, his last name is Johnson. Then we could say, look, we have the grandest Johnson in the room. Something along those lines. Most of my jokes are prehashed material or gags stolen from other people. And technically, comedy is relative because there's a lot of people that have had the same jokes styling manner. Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, The Rock. Yeah, the giggity gag. Shwiggity shwoogity, I'm coming for that bootity. That sort of things. That's if one was a pirate. But also, yes, you were in that portion of the conversation on Sunday about a certain Ailstorm. I've been listening to it on Pandora pretty much nonstop. I created a radio station and then it's just been there. And so I've been having heavy metal sea shanties about drink, drink, drink. Ailstorm is good. I enjoy it very much. I've been listening to it for the last 3 days at work. Ooh, the Atlas word for nighttime. Mwah, ah, ah, ah. Alright, and the word for now. In the current mood that I've been in, I find them quite enjoyable. Just something with to lighten the seriousness of my work, as we are currently raising up an apartment complex. The worst thing about it, though, we're waiting on meter sockets, and we've been waiting on those meter sockets for a year. And it's a long time to wait for computer parts. Computer parts. Yeah. Components for a building, which is kind of like building a computer in a sense. Definitely have to check out Pentahook. I definitely will. Shit, we are approaching the zenith hour of it all. Alright. There we go. We have the word for shall, as the words are. It shall be and shall not be. Alright. Alright, we can't do the punch forward shenanigans in this place because violence is not allowed in the presence of the AI God of Doom. Yes, let us. Hello, giant red crimson mass. What do you desire? Close to the end. The truth of the universe is fire, the soul is light. The experiment and the observer, all creation constructed. Ooh. I see universe around me, I know that I shall create my own. Interesting. Alright. Shenaniganry is afoot, if I do say so myself. Alright, we have to go get these boys before we leave. I'm not leaving any one of these bubbles unpopped. I want more words to understand, to be able to read what Atlas is actually saying, because the hidden words, I do like the mechanic. That, yes, you don't know the language, you're a stranger in a strange land, And not everyone speaks English. Because not everyone speaks English. I think that would be a marvelous, like, personally me, I think that would be a wondrous idea in a lot of games to where it's like, you've woken up. And you getting maybe one every two words. Like they speak to you in a language that you don't understand. They speak to you into another language that you don't understand. Okay, and then they finally get to a language that they barely can speak. And then you learn their language, they learn your language, you teach them. All right, Mr. Lynx, thank you. And have a wondrous evening. I hope to see you in the morrow. In the evening, as we will be doing some more No Man's Sky, same time, same place, and okay. I'll have a good night. No need to get angry, man. No need to get angry. We're all good here. We're good. Good. Put the gun down. Let's all have a good time here. All right. There we are. There's our space station nestled right there. Perfect. Some unknown planet of some unstrange origin. Wee. All right. Oh, shit. Fuck ass. Shikanti fuck ass. Wee. All right. Fist bump and glasses to you too, Mr. Rips. Knock it. All right. Hopefully we discover a traveler in this location, as we require more of his glyphs, so that we may continue on our journey to hatch our bio vessel. All right. We have Gek. We have one guy that's always angry because his mother didn't love him and shoved his head into a fishbowl. And sent him out into space to deal with stranger that looks like some sort of alien flesh thing. Yes, the Kool-Aid Man. Sadly, he got busted for home invasion. Yeah, they didn't care too much about them coming in the middle of the evening and bursting through an exterior wall. Yeah, it's a lot of damage to a lot of property. And sadly, the Kool-Aid Man's insurance didn't cover it, so he stopped running through walls. That's why he's not there on the... Yes, he was a criminal. That's why he's not on the Kool-Aid packets. They don't have any commercials anymore with the Kool-Aid Man going through walls. Oh yeah! It is pretty much a 90s kid and or late 2000s kids reference of, yes, you are this old, you can talk to this ride and we can get along, because I haven't seen them. Like, my niece and nephew are far too young to know it. My younger cousins, like, I just sat there and I slid on their wood flooring and I just sat there and was like, oh yeah! And I was drunk and it was Thanksgiving. It was fantastic. And they're like, what's that from? And I'm just like, because they got that I was referencing something. But they sat there and they're like, what's that from? And I'm sitting here like, you're kidding. No. You don't. No. Yeah, they didn't. They don't understand. It's weird. My references are dated. I guess I'll have to sit there and start downloading Fortnite and play that to get these new hip kids references. Fuck that shit. I am sorry. It is a fucking terrible game. Like, I personally do not like the game's look. Like, it just... Oh. The graphics on it are just yeah, and then the fact that it's open mic, and then you just have to deal with the little kids, and then potentially their parents, because I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I'm playing video games for my own enjoyment, and for the enjoyment and entertainment of others. But I am not about to sit there and deal with some whiny little bitch child after I've had a long day of work. And I will gladly curse that motherfucker out to the ends of the earth, because I have a mouse. I had a mouse. His name was Splinter. He was cute. And yes, he was brown. But I don't have the patience to deal with it after a long day of work, to deal with someone else's child being a little dick. So I will correct it with the most foul language that's worse than any sailor. And all will know fear. Sadly, there does not seem to be a traveler here on this space station either. Which is shitty and witty, but hey, we spend another $1 million to upgrade our backpack once more. We have $8 million in the bank. It'd be okay. Eventually, we'll just have all the minerals on our back, and then we'll sell it all for billions and billions of units, crashing the galactic economy and bringing whichever empire system we're in to absolute ruin. It'll be fantastic. I would like some more interaction with the actual alien factions, though. I think that would be neat to have in the game. More of dealing with their actual governance, not just the independent stations, but like their actual like entity bodies besides the Sentinels, their ruling bodies and all that. I think that would be relatively interesting, or at least for me, because then you could go with side storylines for political intrigue, espionage, and make more credits that way to buy bigger ships and whatnot. You could do more interactions, like you warp into a system as a freighter, and you could just sit there and be like, you're driving the freighter, and then you get stopped pretty much by customs, and it's just like a random event that pops up, like once every 100 tries that you warp through in the same territory, or every time you cross the border, it does a random number, and then, you've been chosen for the random ship inspection. Heave to and prepare to be boarded. And then if you're sitting there and playing the game, or not playing the game, but you're like running outlaw shit or illegal goods out of the system, and they catch you, then you have to either pay the fine or, have a dog fight, or, defend the fleet or defend the cargo scenario from the system authorities, or try to escape, and all that sort of shenanigans. Like, you could add to the game and bring more life to it, to where, like, yeah, the bounty systems are cool, but I don't feel like they're overly used. Like, yeah, I kill a pirate, I get credits, that's great. But what if I want, like, and selling the illegal goods? Yeah, so in some places they're a little more expensive to sell than others, but there's nothing really attached to that besides, ooh, you went into a bounty system and the Sentinels will automatically attack you. Ooh. That, it's like, come on. Come on. Give us a little more interaction. And there's an update for this game coming out Friday. As far as I understand it, it's a general update, kind of extra refinements on currently everything that's going on in the game. And the previous updates they've done, kind of streamlining the processes from what I understand. But as well as to where I hope eventually that they add something akin to that, to where, like, yes, we already have some severe interactivity with the world. I wish we could have more activity with the world, that you could, your reputation with them actually mattered, and then that's with like the general people like you, or this and that, a little more nuances and whatnot. Besides that, I enjoy the game. It's nice. It's a beautiful game that I can sit here and just go, I can play the game and have fun. Oh my god. I didn't know I could do that. But here I am, hello, glowing orb of ooze that's going to potentially consume my soul. What's up? In despair, broken, I have come so very far. Power of creation, it will be in chains. Okay. I am gifted power. I am enslaved to the imitation of life. Okay. Ooh, health is at maximum. Good. Good. Though we probably should refill not only just the mining laser, but our life support system. With the life support gel. Perfectly fine, though. Alrighty. We've got it there. Yeah. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. Yes, this is our Bamba. Yes, my precious, precious girl. And we launch into the grandest of unknowns. Speaking of, before I started this grand quest to get these glyphs, I forgot to do something. Something that I should have done a while ago. One moment. Hi, girl. How you doing? It's been a while since we summoned you. I believe the last time we played, we left some of our vessels out on deployment. So hopefully they're done, if I did. And hopefully we made some money and got some wondrous shenaniganry out of the deal. Yes. Conquest. Through the teleporter room. Shenaniganry ho. Alright. Nope, wrong hatch. Green, there we are. And no, we did not send them off on grand adventures. Ah, yes, I remember now why we didn't. No, thank you. Freighter, we needed to make more fuel. Yes, the fuel is quite expensive to make. And we'll make 10 of it. That's perfectly fine with me. Now we can send our boys off on grandiose missions to conquer the universe and the galaxy. And that's the wrong way. There we are. Didn't get very far in. Well, that's why I put all the command rooms right there, so I could see if they were. Let's send these guys off before we end the evening, as so they can make us more money. Potential expeditions. Combat patrol. Combat patrol. 21. All right. Let's assign a ship. Interstellar Dreadnought. Interstellar Dreadnought. Let's go. Interstellar Frigate. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Send a support vessel. And see, we are 3 stars. Barely. All right. And all right. Yep. We'll send them out. That's the bare minimum to do that job. Hopefully they don't die. It'll be a sad day in hell if they do die. Merchant. The Niwad, and we send a support vessel. We are 150 tons. Launching. Sending them off to do great work. Industrial, another trade. Balanced. There we go. There's a nice one. All right, so... Okay, so... Mining vessel, exploratory, and merchant to cover our bases a bit. Heavier ended on the mercantile rather than the combat based, but that is fine. And let's go. And industrial. And sign our beautiful vessels. And there we go. Some good industry and launch it. Sadly, we do not have enough vessels for it, but we have launched all of our vessels that are available. Visiting the space station. Yes, good sir, you do have a wondrous point. So, now we'll at least have some money to look at when we get in tomorrow. Besides the hunt. The hunt for the glyphs. Hoyakata. Alright. And there's Atlas. Let's avoid that beautiful station because it's creepy as fuck. And launching forward to our beautifully, beautifully designed space station, which will probably look like a tetrahedron of some sort. Look at that! It's a diamond with a ring. Okay, that's not the way to get in, I hope. Okay, good. Ooh, that would have been weird if it was coming up from the top rather than one of the sides. That'd be the first time I'd seen that. But that is okay. So very okay. And we have the last little check here. So will be the last system we get to check. So we're just going to jump here, get the upgrade for our exosuit as one of the final gifts to ourselves tonight, even though we are paying for it, leaving us with a little over 6 million units. Not too terrible, not too bad. Hopefully, we find the man we're looking for today. Haha, ho ho, ha hee. Okay, and there are no bioluminescent individuals here. Chicanery, I say, chicanery is foul and cruel and so underused. Alright. Let's get up and get the... Ooh. Tell me, show me, show me. I'm not looking forward to seeing that backside. It burns us. No! If you only had square engines across it, you beautiful blocky bitch. The nose is a little blunted and rounded, but you know, it's I could kind of live with that. But no, it would look so cool. All right, so looking at the time, ladies and gents, and Mr. Rips, it is time for us to call it an evening. We are, as one could easily say, I have to get ready for work tomorrow, and I'm sorry that I have to leave you all. So otherwise, I would play for many more hours until it was finally like, oh, yeah, guys, I gotta go to sleep. Yeah. I do need to go to sleep. I am not at the yawning stage of tired, as I had 2 teas today, with plenty of caffeine. As we're getting colder in the days, and in the mornings, I'm going to be drinking more tea than usual. So, yeah. But I am Atlas Chief. You all have been absolutely fantastic. Polite Links and Mr. Rips, it's always wonderful to hear from you guys, and thank you guys for stopping in and chatting and sharing your time with me. Y'all have been fantastic, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.